Well, ladies and gents, just taking a look at some of the kit that David Friars makes. Now, when I say back in the day, David's a bit of a perfectionist because he has an idea, puts it into practice, takes it out, and then he'll build on that, okay? Because he's got obviously proper, you know, years of bushcrafting and outdoors experience, and he's a bit of a annoyingly perfectionist, if that makes sense. But if you're paying him for something, then that's not a bad thing, is it? But so that was the original water bottle, when it would just go into your pack and so forth, keep it all your kits together. Inside there's a 58 water bottle and a complete Crusader kit, and you've got a little burner in there and that as well, ladies and gents. So he's now on, here we see David Friars monitor system. I've got two of these and I use them with my 58 water bottles, and they're great because they just come in and out. Right, David wasn't always happy with that, so the next one he's got, and this is the current version.
Yeah, it's Mark II.
Yeah, is as we see it now. So it will take any water bottle kit or system, that being the Pathfinder, the American water bottle systems, 58 water bottle, and the Crusader cup, and the space in there to put your diggers, and you can just make a complete walking about kit. So the idea between the handles is lightweight webbing, it's not adding to it too much, is that when it's in your Bergen or side pouch, you can put it in and drag it out, and I think that's a blinding idea. He's kept the top simple as it needs to be, because you can drink from it without taking it out if you're on the move. And then when you want to take it out, I'll get Al just to show you what he keeps inside of it.
Yeah. This is the Boundless Voyage 3-piece set. Water bottle.
That's a big old water bottle, isn't it?
And inside, you've got the canteen.
Lid at the bottom, yeah?
Yep. This is all new at the moment, so it's a bit stiff.
Yeah. So that's the 3 cups.
And the lid down the bottom.
Yeah. And again, there's more than enough room to put like a spork in there.
Yeah, down the sides,
yeah. Yeah, and a little one of them little burners or whatever if you wanted to, mate.
Yep, yep.
And I just think that's an excellent bit of kit. Nicely made.
Yep.
Got David Friars all over it. Because basically, I shot him some camouflage material, some of that oak leaf, and he said, "I'll make you one out of that." And I said, "I like you. You're a very nice man, David." No, he's going to make me a camouflage one, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, you personalise yours, sir,
Yeah.
and I think that's a bit of a...
Coming from having served in the nation's finest, I thought I'd do what we lived on. So.
Keep calm and brew up. And I love the Union Jack there, mate.
Yeah.
No, that's his latest rendition, mate. He's going to knock me up a couple of them. I don't,
Excellent.
you know, yeah. I mean, it's totally... all is sewn and that, and when you say it, mate, it pulls from both sides as well.
Yep.
Then it can. I'll let you stick the kit back in there.
Yep.
Okay, it's a bit new, a little bit stiff. I think that's probably the biggest canteen set that you could possibly have, mate.
Yep.
It goes in there.
The material's stiff at the moment.
Well, it never works properly when you're filming something anyway, mate. And then
Sits down the bottom. Control pulled nice and tight.
Yeah.
And as Ed said, you can.
If you wanted to, you could just tie them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sporks or spoons down the side, Puri tabs if you want to put them in there as well.
Nice bit of kit, mate.
Yeah, excellent.
Right. So yeah, ladies and gents, there it is. Keep calm and brew up. That was the Mark 1, and that's David Mark 2. Like I say, he's knocking me out a couple of them, and they're both viable. But I think he's obviously that was okay, but then he sits down there and mulls over in his brain. And now a good bit of kit, just for mooching about with, and then pulling it in and out the side pouches of your Bergen, which you got over there, ladies and gents. But I'll put a link below to David's site if you like the look of that. Let your eyes be your guide. But I think he's onto a winner there. He's selling quite a few as it goes.
Yeah. David does them in leather as well. Or canvas, is it? Or
canvas.
Canvas.
Oh, well, you meant leather, sir. Oh. Anyway, I'll stop filming now because I've come over all of the quiver.
I think he can do it in MTP, but you'd have to check with David.
Yeah, nice one. Right, ladies and gents, as we're giving Dave a bit of a shout here, Jeff has just said, yeah, well, you're well happy with this, obviously.
Frying pan pouch.
Yeah, or skillet pouch, mate.
Skillet frying pan.
Because this takes a lot of time underneath a machine to make, mate. I think it's 11 different parts, But there's the old Pathfinder in there, mate. And it will take all of them. They're all sized. And that's in there, mate. It's not a problem, you've been cooking your food in that. That's just nice, because when that goes in there, mate, inside of there you've got your bits.
Yeah.
And there's enough room to put your spatulas.
Oh, it's all in, yeah, all goes inside.
All goes inside. You know, I mean,
obviously I put my food in there as well.
Yeah.
But it's been eaten, it's in my belly.
So with that, mate, it's just almost a one-stop shop, because you had all your bacon and that in there, all your utensils, your oil and all that, and it goes in a nice little zip round bag. It keeps all your, you know, the inside of your burger, and you just pick it up and go. Yeah,
obviously if I use this on a fire, then it's inside. It doesn't put crap all over me
stuff
my
on
bag.
it. And this stuff, if it became really bad, it's good on it. Yeah, you can wipe it clean, or you could stick it in the machine, mate. It's army material, it's army spec material. But I'm just amazed because it's got the lip round it, so it's two sides. The zippage is on it and that, mate. And you know, the time underneath a machine that it's going to take to actually do. I think for what he wants from, it's not a bad little touch, and it's just a one-stop kit really as well, mate. Yeah. Because you've had a few pushing bags and all that, and when you saw
I've had the ones where you zip it open, slide it in, roll it down, clip it, and whatever else.
You really rate that?
Yeah, it's just easier.
Yeah, you just saw that and thought, I'll have that.
I mean, I think it fit more than Pathfinder as well. I think also you can get something on top of that because there's the room there.
Yeah, yeah. Because he hasn't made it tight fit. Cause,
no, it's not.
I think all of the various, all of the main frying pans, skillets, whatever you want to call them, he's made it so it'll fit them all. Same with that water bottle, mate, because it's a nice one to show there, Al, because that's the biggest water bottle set I think you can get, mate. Yeah. I mean, you could live out of that full time, couldn't you? And cook and eat and brew. Anyway, just a nice little shout out there, because he originally done them and he said it's too much time underneath a machine, and I think this might be what's called a loss leader, i.e. he makes them because there's a call for it, but because of the time underneath a machine and all the zippages and that
he does these in canvas as well, don't he, Al?
For the oldie worldy style.
Yeah. I mean, that's the previous frying pan covers.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if he's still making them. But...
Oh no, he is, mate, and they'll do it. They'll do it.
Yeah.
But that is just a nice one there, mate. And I got one of them, sir, but I got one of the original prototypes. That when David's like proper, you know, famous, and he's got firms in Moscow, London, Milan, and you know, and Dusseldorf. I got an original. Yeah, it does the roll top bags, mate. But again, that's just a nice bit of kit there, mate, isn't it? Yeah, no, cheers for shouting it out, mate. But you certainly saw that and you went, oh, I want one of them. And it's also, mate, when you're doing your different types of camping, if you're going out with your missus and that, you just go in and pick the whole thing up, didn't you? And then put it in the other camping kit, mate. And it's there, one stop. Yeah, nice. I know, even them little things that,
just I'll leave it. Things like it's in your bag.
Yeah.
Just that's sitting there. You put it in your bag that way.
Pull it out. Yeah. But again, Dave uses all this stuff, so he builds it. He uses it.
He has an idea, don't he?
Yeah.
And then he thinks, right, I'll make one, and then he tries it with all these other bits and pieces, and he tries it in several bags, don't he? It's not just a Savata or whatever else he's going to sort of use. He tries it in all of them.
Yeah, and it's just a damn decent bit of kit, mate. You could go for one of them if you wanted, but yeah, I'll leave it there. But anyway, just a little, all made in the UK by a professional. Like I say, David is an annoying perfectionist, but if you're paying somebody good money, that's not a bad thing to have, mate, is it? You know what I mean? Like I say, anyway, let your eyes be a guide. No skin off our nose if you see something you think, oh, that's a good idea. But I really do like that water bottle, and like I say, he's got some of that oak leaf camo from me, mate. He's going to make me. Oh, yeah. I'm on it, so I'm on it. I said, give me the material. He said, you give me the material, I'll make one for me and I'll make one for that type of dibble, you know, do you know what I mean? So nice one and that. Right. Anyway, a little shout out to Dave, ladies and gents.